Hello everybody, it's Skyblock 360 here, and today I'm just going to tell a story from my childhood. You see, it happened in elementary school. Something quite odd happened. You see, it was a normal day for the most part, but then, so like my great grandma picks me up, from school, and I have a friend over who's, like across the street from ours, so we're like hanging out in my room. Anyway, my great grandma had taken a nap, so and when she woke up, she forgot that she had picked me up. So you see, she called my name, but you see, she's really old, so it wasn't really that loud. So I didn't hear her call my name. So yeah, and for some reason she didn't just come to the room when that didn't happen. So no, she thought that she forgot, to pick me up. So she went to the school, to pick me up. But of course I wasn't there, and there was someone else with a similar nickname to me. In real life, I go by the nickname of DJ. And there was someone else there that went by that nickname who had been picked up by a blonde lady, I believe. Hard to remember, but yeah, I think that was it. You know, so she thought I was, kidnapped or something. And of course, well, I wasn't. I'm right here, supposedly. I don't know. Am I here? Anyway, so she ended up getting a bunch of family members together. She had called the police too because for all they knew, I was missing. And throughout this entire time, my friend were just in my room playing some, I think it was a B game on papalouis.com. And I had no idea this was even going on until my friend is getting ready to leave. I look around and I can't find my great grandma anywhere because I'm hungry and I can't get food for myself. Anyway, that's when I found out that yeah, she's outside talking to a bunch, people of the family, and they all think I'm missing. And then well, that was kind of awkward when I just walk out and they, I'm sure you can imagine what happened then. It was quite a shock, honestly. You know, all so many things could have prevented that from happening. You know, the people at school recognizing her as the person that usually picks me up, me hearing her if she had been just a bit louder, her just coming to check to see if I was here before, she was just on her way, to the school and stuff. So yeah, this was a whole thing that happened, but it could have easily been avoided. So I guess the moral of the story is, remember kids, always keep an ear out for your parents or guardians or whatever. You never know when they're gonna be, calling you, and if you don't respond, they might think that you're, missing or something. So yeah, that was the story. Didn't really take as much time as I thought it would, so I guess I can, I don't know, do another story. I know it took me a long time to remember that this story existed, and the only reason I'm doing it is because it sounded clickable. So, what's another story I can tell? Maybe another school-related story. Okay. So, maybe my bullying experience in elementary school. So, you see, in elementary school, a bit before, the events of, the whole missing thing, I had a hard time pronouncing things. In fact, I still do have a hard time pronouncing things occasionally, but it was much worse back then. So you see, I think it all, it all started on the bus one day, where and like someone asked me what my favorite food was or something. I was bad pronunciation, so I said I meant to say cheeseburgers, but I accidentally said cheeseburgers. Now, reminder, this is a bunch of, we were a bunch of elementary students. So of course they all took that very literally. And before you knew it, I was the booger eating kid on the bus, supposedly. So yeah, that was not the best experience for me. And it kept getting worse because of my bad pronunciations of stuff. Because see, I don't remember the question exactly, but I remember one day, I was really tired of it, and I was asking them to stop, or I would tell on them because elementary school, that's kind of the worst thing that can happen to you, being told on. Anyway, so yeah, I was threatening them with telling on them. I don't remember the question exactly, but they were like, do you really mean that? Or something along those lines. I remember at the moment I had thought that, they meant will you really do that? Will you really tell on us? But somehow they had actually meant okay, if you want us to stop and tell us, do you really eat boogers? And I had thought they were asking if I really meant I was going to tell on them. So I was like, yeah, I do mean it. And yeah, that kind of just set in stuff. A few days after that, I started carpooling for the rest of my elementary school experience, and middle, and high school. I just never really stopped doing carpool after that. The bus just isn't for me. Mostly because the school that I go to doesn't go to now for both high school and middle school, didn't, have a bus, but still, carpool, oh, that's what I go for. So yeah, 2 stories, I was only going to tell one, but yeah, I think that this was nice, just talking about stuff. If there's anything else you guys want to hear about, some experiences that's happened in my life, feel free to leave a comment down below with just, a general, kind of thing, and I'll talk to you guys about it next time. So yeah, this has been Stories with Sky Diamond, or DJ, or whatever you want to call me. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and yeah. See you in the next video. Bye.